In the ocean, there exists a law that seems unbreakable, where the predator at the top has no rivals. And the orca is the perfect representative of that position. They hunt seals, attack great white sharks, and even take down whales larger than themselves, a creature nearly invincible in the natural world. But then something strange happens. A smaller, weaker species makes this very predator turn and run. So, what could make a creature at the top of the food chain feel afraid? And what is the real story behind it? Orcas are apex predators. Killer whales have long been seen as the ocean's apex predators. They have no natural enemies. No species hunts them, and there are almost no limits to their prey. From small fish to massive marine animals, everything can become a target. Their physical power combined with intelligence and pack coordination makes them one of the most effective predators to ever exist. So, if everything is on their side, what could possibly make them uneasy? A strange phenomenon occurs. During a field observation, scientists recorded a baffling sight. A pod of orcas was hunting normally when they suddenly changed behavior. They stopped, lost focus, and then quickly withdrew from the area, not in a controlled retreat, but by fleeing. This reaction is identical to how prey reacts when being hunted. But in this case, the orca was the one in fear. So, what caused them to react this way? An unexpected rival, the pilot whale. The answer surprises many. What makes orcas flee isn't a giant creature or a stronger predator, but the pilot whale, a species smaller, weaker, and without the orca's fearsome reputation. If looking only at size and strength, there is no reason for an orca to be afraid. So, what actually creates this disparity in behavior? Comparing strength. If you put the two species side by side, orcas clearly dominate in size and power. They are heavier, longer, and have a much stronger bite force. This is like an adult facing a much smaller opponent. By common logic, the outcome is practically decided. But in nature, victory depends not only on individual strength, but on many other factors as well. Fleeing behavior upon hearing sound. Notably, the orca's reaction occurs not just during direct encounters, but even when they only hear the sounds of pilot whales. In experiments, when these sounds were played underwater, orcas immediately left the area, even abandoning ideal hunting grounds. This suggests that the reaction is instinctive and has been shaped over a long period. Habitat and capabilities of pilot whales. Pilot whales inhabit deep waters and are capable of diving thousands of meters. Their bodies are adapted to high pressure, and they can move quickly in this environment. While their appearance might not be overly impressive, they possess remarkable agility and endurance, allowing them to operate effectively in conditions many other species cannot. True strength lies in numbers. The most critical difference is in their numbers. Pilot whales typically travel in large pods that can reach dozens or even hundreds of individuals, whereas orcas usually hunt in smaller groups. This numerical disparity creates a significant advantage in confrontational situations. Collective attack tactics. Upon detecting orcas, pilot whales do not avoid them. Instead, they approach. They gather into a large group and move in sync, exerting continuous pressure by closing in and acting aggressively. This tactic isn't meant to kill the opponent, but rather to force them to retreat. And in many cases, it succeeds, winning without killing. What's unique is that these encounters rarely lead to serious injury. There are no bloody battles. Applying sufficient pressure is enough to make the orcas leave. This proves that victory doesn't always require destroying the opponent. Sound is the primary weapon. One of the most important factors is sound. Orcas rely on sonar for navigation and hunting, but when faced with a pod of pilot whales emitting continuous vocalizations, this system is jammed. They lose their ability to navigate and communicate effectively. In the ocean, this is like being deprived of your most vital sense. Why orcas don't fight back? Despite being stronger, orcas choose not to fight because the risk is too high. Even a minor injury could prevent them from hunting and lead to death. While the benefit of confronting pilot whales is almost non-existent, therefore the safer choice is to retreat. Evolutionary mathematics. From an evolutionary standpoint, this behavior is entirely logical. It isn't worth risking one's life for an unnecessary confrontation when other food sources can be found without danger. This is a decision based on survival probability, not weakness. A map of fear. The result of these interactions is that orcas begin to avoid areas where pilot whales are present, creating an invisible map of fear within the ocean, a place where even the top predator must keep its distance. Impact on the ecosystem. This avoidance has a significant impact on the ecosystem. In the absence of orcas, prey species have a chance to flourish, creating temporary safe zones. This demonstrates how one species' behavior can influence the entire surrounding environment. Why they aren't apex predators. Although they can repel orcas, pilot whales are not apex predators because they do not hunt a wide variety of prey and are heavily dependent on their specific habitat. This limits their role within the food chain. Limitations of pilot whales. Their reliance on large pods is also a vulnerability. If one individual is in danger, the entire pod may react, potentially leading to self-destructive situations like mass strandings. This shows that their strength comes with inherent risks. Orca adaptation. Recent studies show that orcas are starting to change their behavior. They move more cautiously and avoid making sounds when near pilot whales, indicating that an adaptation process is underway. Future conflicts. As environments change and food sources become scarce, the potential for direct conflict may increase. The question remains whether we will see real confrontations between these two species in the future. The story of the orca and the pilot whale shows that even apex predators have their limits, and nature is always more complex than we imagine. If you found this content interesting, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next fascinating stories.